Good afternoon and welcome back to the Perkins Garages YouTube channel for a Ford E-Transit walk around video. But before we do get started, if you are enjoying our content, hit on the subscribe button and never miss a moment of our content ever again. This is a Moondust Silver Ford E-Transit Trend 350L H2L3. So it's the long wheelbase format. So this vehicle features a 68 kilowatt battery that can deliver 267 PS of power. On the WLTP scale, where you're using motorways, this will give you 166 miles of range, and combined that is up to 198 miles of range. The vehicle is registered on a 2022 registration, meaning we're taking Ford warranty with us till July 2025. Very low mileage this one, just under 5,000 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact mileage once we're on the dash in a minute. So sit tight and let me walk you around this beautiful Moondust Silver E-Transit. So this is the second one we've had into stock, and the first one didn't last long at all. So we thought we'd go out and buy another one, bringing this to our beautiful customers. So here we are. So remote central lock and key out of my pocket, give you a good look at that. Oh, that is beautiful. So unlocking it will wake up these side lights there. We've got some gigantic headlights as well. Yeah, the plastic front bumper, so it's nice and easy to maintain and repair if you did accidentally have an issue. But this vehicle boasts front and rear parking sensors and 4 parking cameras. That gives you a 360-degree view. We'll talk about that more in a second. Parking sensors start from all the way around there and they trail all along that front lip of the bumper. This vehicle has a lovely driver assistance pack, which I shall cover once we're inside, because we have so much to talk about at the front here. First off, how lovely are those blue stripes? Obviously it lets everyone know you're being kind to the birds and the trees and the bees, but that is a very beautiful design for an E-Transit. So, just below the Ford badge is the first of 4 cameras, actually first of 5 cameras on this vehicle. So take note of that, I'll show you that in a minute. E-Transit on this little cover here. So push in here, open up the cover, and this is where the vehicle is charged from. This is a Type 2 connector, so that's predominantly going to be for your home charging, and this takes it to a CCS charger, and this will take it to DC rapid charging. So in public you can use that whole port there, and this will rapidly charge the vehicle in no time at all. I won't bore you all too much with charging specs and figures. If you did need to know anything, how to charge it, where to charge it, how long, how much, give me a call. I'll explain everything you need to know. Progressing the video now round the front bumper, we're going to come to these beautiful steel wheels, which are 16 inches in diameter, but you do have some lovely covers on them, and they do match the body as Moondust Silver. They look so good, I almost thought they were alloys to begin with. So they are fitted with Michelin tyres as standard, and I've left one ajar so you can see how much tread is remaining. Oh. One more camera. So just in front of the wing mirrors we have 2, well, another camera there, and obviously the exact same the other side. So that is the second of 5 cameras. I'm going to draw your attention up into the windscreen very quickly, if I can get the reflection out of the way. That there is a sensor, and more importantly it's a light sensor. As the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights will come on automatically. Further north, up in the windscreen up there, we have 3 more sensors. On the left is a rain sensor, so when it rains your wipers will wipe automatically. In the middle is a traffic speed sign camera, and this could be this could be used even in accordance with the intelligent speed limiter. So as you go past a traffic speed sign, your limiter will be set according to the sign that is red. And the furthest right one is a light sensor for the automated headlights. Back down to earth now. We're going to start to move ourselves around the vehicle. So we've got some beautiful black door handles, and with high security lock-in, and obviously the black trims that run throughout the vehicle. So it's a very nice 2 colourway scheme on this vehicle. So at this stage of the video I take a step backwards and we come to the offside rear, and I'm just going to gently rock the camera down the offside of the body, hopefully showing you just how beautiful the condition of this vehicle is. This one actually looks like a mirror. You can see the rest of our yard reflected in that massive panel there. But as you can see, it is like new. And we can spin that around now to look at the offside rear wheel. So a little technician lesson for you. This vehicle is fitted with leaf spring suspension. So different to your regular road vehicle, which would have a McPherson strut, leaf spring suspension is perfect for a transit van because it gives you a higher payload. So that is the offside rear wheel. Give you a good look at that. Then we can start to move ourselves around the rear bumper. So rear parking sensors again starting all the way around, and they trail all along that bottom lip of the bumper. Taking a step back now, if I don't fall over, now from top to bottom, can you see two more cameras? Well, we have one beautiful camera on the left hand door, like so, and we have another one up there, and that gives you possibly the best reversing camera I've ever seen. Next to it is a strip of LEDs, which I shall come back to in a moment. But now we're at the near side, we're going to give it the exact same treatment. So starting up nice and high, we've got a beautiful bit of sun in the background as well, helping us out. I'm just going to gently rock the camera. Look at that, beautiful. Now to the near side rear. You good look at that, and now we can follow all the way down to the near side front wheel. Give you a good look at that. So there is the fifth camera on the vehicle, and in a second I shall show you what they look like on the sync monitor. Incredible is the answer. So now we're at the passenger door. I'm going to show you around here. So we have some beautiful cloth interior with this nice cross stitch pattern in the middle, like a checkerboard if you like, but they're very hard wearing, very durable, very comfortable seats there. Two heated front seats as well. We do have the little mini seat in the middle, which can either be used for an apprentice or documents or coffees and things like that. So very, very comfortable seating arrangement. You can lift this front end seat up and lift the seat up like so, and we have a lovely little storage area under there. So maybe you had some valuables you didn't want to keep in plain sight, keep them under there and keep them nicely tucked away. So that is in the passenger side, and I shall cover the other side in a minute obviously, but I just thought I'd show you it from there to begin with. Right, this vehicle has a sliding door on the near side to gain entry, and there she is in all her beauty. So this is a fully ply lined with the heavy duty hard wearing plastic on the floor there, so whenever you load it up, it's not going to mark it, it's not going to damage what you're loading or even the van itself. Up there we have some nice lighting to make sure you're going to be perfectly seen at the night time and see what you're doing. But there is the view from the near side sliding door. So I think you've seen that now. So if we shut that up, then we come round to the rear of this vehicle. Oh, look at that E-Transit badge as well, doesn't that look pretty? So like always on these beautiful transits, we have the door lock or unlock mechanism. So it gives you the option to open the doors either at 90 degree split or a 180 degree opening split. So this is particularly good if you're maybe loading the van with a forklift or anything else. You can get around nice and easily, makes it nice and easy to load the vehicle. If not, you just have them in this area, but sometimes it doesn't always allow you the space, so it's nice to have the option. So remember those LEDs I referred to previously? We have a button there which shall turn on your LEDs at the top there, which is a very nice loading light. Back down into the vehicle, the charger supplied with this vehicle is called a Type 2, so this goes into any wall box. This side, go into your wall box, and this will go into the front of the vehicle like I've just demonstrated, and roughly that will charge at about 12 kilowatts an hour. Again, if you need any charging time, specs or anything in between, give me a call, give our sales team a call. We're all happy to explain how it all works and the best options for you. So that's inside the rear. Beautiful. This ply line's lovely as well. Good. So if you want to shelve it, rack it all out, perfect. Wonderful. Maybe you wanted a camper van. Make a camper van out of it. Possibilities are endless. Anywho, that's the rear and that's the exterior. Let's have a look inside the front. So on the driver's door card, to be expected, 2 electric front windows. Interior locking can be found just next to the door handle. A beautifully constructed door card, so you can put your lunchbox in there, put your coffee flask, beautiful. Coffee cup up there, maybe a little water bottle in there, wonderful. Underneath this cover here, like so, is a tyre sealant kit and compressor. So if you did have a flat tyre, maybe a nail through your tyre for example, that will repair that as a temporary fix to get you to where you need to go, i.e. to get your tyre replaced. But it's a fantastic system to potentially get you out of jail if you ever get in a situation with a flat tyre. Anyway, so now we can look at the driver's seat. Beautiful dark charcoal, a checker pattern in the middle, and that continues in the lower base. So very comfortable, very durable seats. They're very comfortable as well. I've been sat on them for a little while. We have a rear tilt, we have a height adjustment, we have a front tilt, and forward and backwards is on that rail just down there. New to the Ford E-Transit is a lot of this lot. Power start button on the steering column. Big fan of where that is actually. So obviously that's where your key used to go. Now we have a beautiful power start stop button. I don't know why they put it in the middle bit, but that is a lovely place to have it. Equally, we have this cluster here, which is for the automated lights. The left hand side is for your fog lights, and obviously we've got the dial in the middle to set it to auto, and we have your dimming function for the dash just there. We have folding mirrors, so I click down there, I'll fold the mirrors in, unflick it, I'll flick them back out again. Wonderful. Obviously electronically adjusted as well. And down here we have a button for auto hold, a bit like a temporary handbrake, and we have the electronic parking brake. Marvellous, fantastic. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle now. You may hear a little bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me. Okay, now we are inside the vehicle. To begin with, we have the keyless button. I don't know if I can display it to you. Foot on the brake. One click of the power start stop it's called, and that will wake up this beautiful dashboard. So, I'll give you a quick tour around here. I'm going to be using the arrows or return, the arrows and the menu button on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So if I just take you to 2x zoom now. So gone is the RPM gauge. An RPM gauge counts the revolutions of the engine. We don't have an engine, so power is now displayed as a percentage. So please note we go up to 100% power. And we also have a green bit, which will be a negative number. The green bit is for the kinetic energy recovery system. So like I mentioned to begin my opening statements of the WLTP range, and I said on a combined it'll be a higher mileage, because on a combined cycle you'll be taking your foot on and off the accelerator, and when you take your foot off the accelerator, that in turn will be gently recharging the battery, extending your range. So in a town or a city, you're always going to get more miles out of an electric vehicle because of the kinetic energy recovery system. So that's a little bit about that. And if you watched my videos previously, you'd know in electric or hybrid car you ain't going anywhere without that green ready sign at the bottom. Continuing over the menus now, we have a max power there. We also have your battery charge status. So we've got a quarter of a battery at the moment. Being an automatic vehicle, we have a gear selector indicator. On the right hand side we have the analog speedo, so that includes kilometers an hour in the middle and miles per hour around the outside. Now to the digital part on the screen. So I said I'll get you the exact mileage, which is 4,729.1. The right hand side of the screen displays the ambient air temperature, which is currently 8 degrees. At the bottom there we currently have the battery range, so this is currently displaying 32 miles. Now this is because the vehicle hasn't been fully charged yet, of course. And we have the traffic speed sign featured at the bottom right hand side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to click on the menu button to expand into settings. Then we can come down to driver assistance. The driver assistance pack on this E-Transit includes traction control, blind spot assist, pre-collision assist, traffic sign recognition, lane keeping system, driver alert, wrong way alert, cross traffic alert, cruise control and your speed limiter. So blind spot assist is a little image in each wing mirror which illuminate orange if someone was in your blind spot. So perfect if you're coming in or out of a town or a city and you get them lunatics roaring down the inside of you. Your near side mirror will display an orange light to let you know it's unsafe to pull in or out. If we then progress our little dash tour into vehicle settings, if you don't feel sick because of my terrible camera work, we can then come down to lighting. And in lighting you have your auto high beam. We can come down to emergency tow, remote start. I also get lots of questions about remote start. This is in accordance with the Ford Pass Connect app. So download the application, link your vehicle to it, then you can remote start the vehicle, and that can control your climate control, your heated seats, and you can even set the duration of the remote start. Then we have state of charge alert, and we also have your wipers, which shall display your rain sensing wipers. Okay, so that is a bit about the screen. Obviously we have a trip computer in there, we have my view, and we have this screen which is relating to the adaptive cruise control. So cruise control is fantastic on all vehicles, but especially electric vehicles, because if what you're doing is keeping the power output constant. You're not depressing the accelerator when you don't really need to. So if you're on a motorway, for example, definitely use cruise control, because as I say, it will use the most efficient amount of electricity possible instead of your right foot wasting some of it. That's no offence, just the way of the world. So start using it. It'd be fantastic for fuel consumption or energy consumption. So below that we have volume minus, volume plus, and also a mute button on the right hand side. Now I've covered the arrows on this side, but we do have a voice control, a pickup, decline, and previous and next song function. Progressing the video now into the central reservation, we have a beautiful rotary gear selector. So with a foot on the brake, we can turn the black shrouding around the outside to the relevant gear position. For example, we're going to start off in reverse, because then, oh look at this, then we get the beautiful 360-degree bird's eye camera to the right hand side, and we get the high definition reversing camera to the left hand side. So I mentioned the camera was nice and high up, and that gives you a fantastic view. Honestly, this parking this a second ago was a dream because of how high it was. So I really found that useful. But don't forget, we mentioned earlier, we also have 5 additional cameras. So if I just pop the vehicle back into park, then we can click on the camera button just here, and that will summon the front camera. So please notice that. So for example, the orange vehicle, as we're going out there, and the blue one, so that is there. We can then expand that screen there. So for example, you would just like to see your front, not a problem. Or you want to see a panoramic view, not a problem. That can be done as well. Lovely, very nice indeed. Click the camera button once more, that returns you back to your home page. So let's have a quick chat about this Sync 4A module then. So it's, I believe it's 15 inches, colour touch screen, Sync 4A. So gone are the physical buttons for the heating, ventilation and air conditioning, and we now have it all on the screen. So I've just forgotten a few things. So we've done the camera. This button here is for the Ford Active Park Assist. So yes, this vehicle will quite literally park itself for you, and that includes a bay park in, parallel park in, my apologies, a bay park in and a parallel park out. So using the arrows, using the indicators to dictate what side of the road you shall be parking on, it will use the front and rear parking sensors to build an image of the space, and if it thinks you can get in there, simply follow the instructions on the screen. So i.e. put it into reverse, take your hands off the steering wheel and let the steering wheel go 10 to a dozen. It's quite bizarre the first couple of times you used it, but it's very effective. If you do struggle with your parking, this is an L3 vehicle, so it's quite long, so this could be a fantastic bit of specification for you. We're just going to come out of there now. These videos just disappear. How are we on 19 minutes already? Navigation is found there, so we have a beautiful navigation. This is much improved to the outgoing. Not that there's anything wrong with the old one, but this is a lovely system to use. Just going to show you the heating, ventilation and air conditioning controls very quickly. So we have different flows of vents on this screen here. We have heated seats found at the bottom menu, which are 3-way electronically controlled. Next to it is fan speed, air conditioning, heated mirrors. We have the electronically heated front screen just there, the automatic air conditioning function, and we have temperature to the bottom right. Obviously the driver's seat next to it. This vehicle has a few drive modes, such as normal, eco and slippery, so depending on the terrain and your driving style, it's nice and easy to select your drive mode. If we click on the home button here quickly, we can go into apps. Just to show you quickly, this vehicle fully supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Click home once again, we can then go to features, In features, we have the drive modes with access, departure and comfort, and we have different charge settings. So this is now, you can see your percentage of chargeable charge when plugged in, and we can also do the charging locations and departure and comfort. Back home once more, we can go to settings now, and I've pretty much covered most of this, but this will do automatic over-the-air updates, system updates, and we have the little tick up there to suggest it has finished its update. I feel like I'm missing something important I wanted to talk about, but there's so much information, my head feels fried. So thank you very much for watching this video. If there was anything I've missed and you're screaming at your video saying, oh, you didn't cover that, please do get in touch. I'd be more than happy to cover it at your convenience. Thanks for watching. If you need any more questions answered, get in touch. Subscribe, like. Have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.